best not to draw attention here.
Together, lad!
Strange to see Norse and Saxon banners flying side by side.
Eivor! You come at Guthrum's call. It is good to see you.
And you, Soma. There is an uneasy peace here. Both armies with their hackles up. Was blood spilt?
No. We took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles. Come, I will take you to him.
Who is Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
We need not ask for it, Goodwin. We will take it, as we have taken all the kingdoms of England.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, then he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have one day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula? Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be! Gods, I will tear that Saxon's skin from his bones if this is true!
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head!
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We will burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred. Burn Wareham to the ground! Make it a Saxon fire!
You breakers! We had a truce, and now it is ended. And you'll feel my axe in your tongue.
Let vengeance steer your swords!
Every great Norse you've sent to Valhalla. You won't
Leave nothing standing!
keep it. What's your better?
Fire and flame! Burn it all!
Heathen threat!
Let vengeance steer your swords!
Watch my back!
Fire and flame! Burn it all! Leave nothing standing!
This is our England now. We have this.
Fire and flame! Burn it all!
You'll burn in hell, traitorous scum! I will feast on your marrow in Valhalla!
What's my lead?
Eat this!
Let vengeance steer your swords!
There's the target! Shoot it!
God damn this sinner!
Their prayers go unanswered today. We should find Soma.
God damn you! To hell with you!
Stand firm, all! Do not lose your nerve!
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on, men! Move!
I'm smart. You should not.
Give up, you shit! You're finished!
Oh, suffer for that!
Let's not waste time!
I'll kill you! Put you on a pike!
Come on then! I'll kill you!
With me! Watch for my lead! bordermen!
Hunt down the stragglers!
That's good. Where's your king now, Saxons? Cowering like a mouse. Every soul we meet sent to their god. Let us keep moving. All Saxons, draw your weapons.
Thanks, Eivor.
Watch for the count!
Can't beat us, stay with me.
Life for that!
For Uba! His blood soaks your soil!
Right, this one!
Where is your king now, Saxons? Cowering like a mouse.
Every Saxon is eager to meet their maker!
Oh, my thanks, Eivor.
Follow my lead. You choose that?
My thanks.
Thanks.
The ruins are close. Keep moving.
We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He'll not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know they're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Uba lies cold in an English field.
I have called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
We will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Soma, ride north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if Uba is dead.
We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true. If you want the throne,
Only strategy will deliver it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred, hound his heels. Revenge burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
You turn my words against me now, Wolf-Kissed?
I took them to heart in my darkest times, my friend.
And Sigurd? He is back with you?
My brother's story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him, Eivor.
I have come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands. Be my eyes, Sunan.
There. This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings. What is your plan?
We can tread quietly, so as not to alert the guards. But I can raid this place in moments with my crew.
I will follow your lead.
You're mine!
Ready
What
to
do
pay
you see,
attention now?
Sunan?
I will follow your lead.
Guarded. Can you see your men? Enough skulking.
Get back here! Focus, sweet Dame Ravers! Rouse yourselves!
These Saxons do not deserve compassion. I will wash my blade in their blood.
Christ is surely with us! We keep our wits about us! Stop and die!
There. These are my men.
I told you, Guthrum, don't leave us here to rot.
Guthrum, some of your men.
You will not be feasting tonight, boys.
Go to the camp near Chippenham. Find your countrymen there.
We'll pay back the Saxons for the insults they heaped on us.
There is a camp set up north. Go there.
As long as I can cut some Saxons down, I don't care where we face them.
Keep your guard.
Are you Guthrum's men?
Aye. Free us and we will fight by your side.
You are a good friend to me. Thank you.
Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You'll have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here, to our camp near Chippenham.
Thank you, Eivor. You did a great. Their families will raise a cup to you.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more when we are safely away.
Thanks.
Take it!
We're safe here. Let us speak, Guthrum. You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother Sigurd?
He lives, a changed man. But he is free of Fulke's torment. That at least was a deed well done.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Everything we have done? Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth, and blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle. We will wait for you at the camp.
Gerast.
Let the sail out! Sing, my ravens. You Salskulls got a story.
We row from here!
Death follows in my wake. I do not seek it out, but it is always there, nipping at my heels
Lower
like
the
a
mouth!
faithful hound. Gilly was my first kill. He was 12. I was 6. He beat me every day, to my eternal shame. One day, I'd had enough. I decided to play a trick on him.
Sail!
I stole his mother's torque and tied it to the tail of the Jarl's horse. Then I let him chase me into the stables, where I hid. He saw the torque and went for it. And when he did, I took my stick and whipped that stallion right in the balls. The stallion bucked, kicked Gilly right in the face.
Alfred spoke of Uber meeting his end on the Avon River,
Look!
west of Affentur.
Monastery!
I fear the worst. I must know. best go hooded here.
All right, back to the story.
The stallion bucked.
We can continue later. Where were you?
The stallion bucked, kicked Gilly right in the face. You know, because he was dead.
Hush now.
I must be careful now.
Were you at the good part yet?
You know, because he was dead. That was the end of Gilly's saga.
Let's hear a story.
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the Cruel and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kiar Robo. Kiar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kiar's sister Thora was married.
Save it for later. Sail! Catch the wind! Drop the sail! All right, back to the story.
One year, Kiar's sister Thora was married to Kjotve's brother Alrik. And soon Kiar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kiar that Alrik had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him, it is true. So Kiar invited Alrik on a hunting expedition. When they were away, Kiar slew Alrik and pulled off one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kiar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an arm ring. Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve. Confused, Kjotve took the ring, and with it came the entire bloody arm. Your brother pledged his oath to Hel herself, Kiar laughed. Then he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
We'll pick up from there. Sail down! Here!
I'm nearing the Eivor River at Offenton. This was where Alfred said the battle with Uber took place. Uber. So Alfred spoke true. May you join your brother, old friend, wherever he found his final peace. Rest well, my friend.
Välkommen after, styrmannen.
We need an epic tale.
In quiet moments like these, I often think on my life and how it will come to pass. The Nornir weave our fates. Everything we do has already been decided. even the day of our death. But these thoughts trouble me. For if the Nornir already know I am to be great, then I will be great, no matter what I do. If I cast myself overboard to drown, would fate send a dolphin to save me? Or was I always meant for a watery end? What is the point of valor, of glory? If I slay 100 men, am I a hero? After all, the dice were loaded. Should I do nothing at all? Why make an...
Hold on, good Skell. Where you at the good part yet?
Should I do nothing at all? Why make an effort when I could stand here and let my fate come to me? Or does heroism lie in not knowing one's fate? Facing your end, whatever the whims of the gods. Perhaps the true measure of a man, the full span of his worth, is how little he gives a shit.
Bring the sail in! Ready? Sail up! Strike up the tune.
If you have a friend,
There's a sea skull among you.
one that
Heed me, rowers, and I will tell you the tale of how I met my wife. Since many of you wonder how we berserkers could ever. I was young, and at a midsummer feast in Trondheim.
Save it for later.
I should be cautious around here.
Where were you?
I was young, and at a midsummer feast in Trondheim, when someone bumped me, knocking my sweet honeycomb into their mead. I was mad, but she just laughed at me. We spent the rest of the night together, sharing mead and honey, and other things. But in the morning she sailed away with her fleet to Orkney. I wept and raged, because I knew I would not see her again. Then, the gods smiled on me, and I found a ship heading to Orkney that needed a rower. I climbed aboard, and for weeks I rowed. We landed, and I made my way to her father's farm. But too late. She was wedding that same day. The groom's hounds chased me away. Heartbroken, I returned to the ship and slept. Next morn, we lifted sail, and I began to row. It took an hour before I saw she was sitting behind me. I was overjoyed. Sometime in the night, she had left the wedding and snuck onto our ship. We rowed together for weeks, wet and happy. Those were happier days. Before Njal and the Berserking, and my first battle. And of course, the dark deeds that later befell us.
Are you feeling all right?
Tefder, it is good to see you.
I gave you my word. Besides, Alfred's faith is strict and he has no love for pagans.
You have changed much from that god-whipped boy. That is good to see.
And you taught me a lot, Eivor. Our time together was... well, it taught me much.
I'm glad, Tefder.
In fact, I composed a poem for the occasion. Would you like to hear it?
Later, Tefder. I have many allies to greet before the battle. Stay safe and well until then.
There you are, Raven.
Lufina, my old friend. And I see you have convinced your husband to stumble southwards.
I couldn't let her carve all the glory for herself. Ljuvina was just boasting of her heroics in Sussex.
She took the fort single-handed, while the rest of us sat back and sipped meat. You should have seen her.
I have come to make sure my warrior wife's enthusiasm for battle does not get her slaughtered.
Have you ever met a woman less in need of a guardian than me, Eivor?
You will have one nonetheless.
We owe Eivor a lot, my love.
I know. This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared. I long to return home to our own warm hearth.
Eivor! It's good to see you.
Erke and Stow. I released you from your debt, and yet you came.
London is quiet enough, and Stow here felt the sharp stab of conscience.
Could not let you down, Eivor. That's not what an honorable man does. So here I am, despite my reservations.
And you, brother. I did not think you would be here either.
I have seen to my brother, sent him to Valhalla with grave goods. I am done with sorrow, Eivor. Now I am bloody angry.
God, where that gimel looks good.
Vinir, stand tall. A light heart lifts all those around them.
Ah, Eivor! Who would not be joyous, raving at your side?
And how do you feel about bringing sorrow to the Saxons on their holy day?
It darkens my mood. I have learned some of the Christ Lord's teachings. He preaches peace where our gods delight in battle.
Let their delight be ours, then. We have many battles to wage before the end.
And I will be beside you for them all. My axe ready and my heart stout.
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys. Have you brought your mothers with you?
My mother is worth 10 of your men.
I do not doubt it. I have seen those strong Saxon hens clucking round the hearth as you farmers play with your cocks.
Ha! And she'd welcome you in Colchester Valley. Better than those sour-lipped thanes who haunt our hall.
Look, you Saxon bedwetters. Here is a real warrior.
Vili, what tales are you weaving for these soft-down Saxons? Do not make me regret supporting your Yaldom.
Eivor, you know I will take your childhood scrapes and secrets to the pyre.
Good. I would hate for something to happen to you in the coming fight.
Ha! Such fiendish ribaldry between you two. You laugh in the face of fear, tweak old man Death's beard.
I will do my mother and my lord proud today, Eivor. The Lord knows I have not been the best of sons.
Good to see your spirits high. Fight well, my friends, and we will feast together in victory. Deolav, you have come again at my call.
I have, but this does not sit well with me, Eivor. This is a Christian feast, and the people here are not soldiers.
I come only for Alfred.
Innocents will die for your ambitions. I am your ally now, but after this, I must turn back to Mercia. I have much to repent.
So long as I do not lose your friendship, your oath will be fulfilled. Giedrich, after Rochester, I was not sure you would come again.
I've chosen my side. I would sooner bet a hog than allow Alfred to pillage the land of love.
Guthrum will trample Alfred's ambitions like weeds in the dirt. Mercia might rise further yet.
Perhaps I shall one day sit upon the throne of all England. King Giedrich the drunken ass.
I'll raise a cup to that.
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came from all over England.
I never thought it possible, Eivor, that you would rally Saxons and Norse under your black-feathered banner.
They see the tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel and plug their hearts with his god.
So what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast day?
A few nights from now, but their revelry has already begun. We should attack now.
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That is when we will strike.
Uba will not have died in vain.
We await your instructions, Eivor.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the way.
Then quietly through the fields. It will already be too late once they see us.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities already.
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I confront Alfred.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolaf and Tifta with you. They could prove useful in convincing the Thanes. Roder, take Erke and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might. Tonight, Wessex's last resistance will crumble.
I follow you, Eivor.
And I!
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm. Your axe arms strong. And together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine. Soma, with me. Everyone else go quickly to the village. Advance! Be on the lookout for any stray guards. Get to the village and wait for my signal. If they see me, this will get messy. Aid me. Be my eyes. Let's smoke the rat out of his god's house. Alfred! Face me, and I will spare the last of Wessex from my torch.
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor? When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wareham?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone. And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey wine, to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one god. You cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fools.
At least I would not leave them to die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come, Raven Feeder. Do your worst. We could have been allies, but now you'll fall by my sword.
I will never bow to Alfred.
For Alfred!
Alfred is safe.
Your life means so little.
Saints alive!
You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No, not so. By my death, my lord may live.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless, no closer to my king, no closer to his throne. This island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force, or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants, whose envious eyes fall upon England.
No. I will use you as you used me. A few hours in the company of my men, and you will lead us to your Sparrow King.
That I cannot allow.
Wessex! They came from every house and hovel! Toma, fall back! For life! For die! For glory! Soma! For Valhalla! No!
God won't let us lose. Together, lads, we have this. Have your goods.
What can I do?
Eivor! The garrison has more defenders than we hoped! My men are being slaughtered!
I will find a way to open the gate from the inside!
Hurry! These waves of reinforcements are hell-sent!
My side, idiot!
Strike with me!
Supper! Cowering in there?
Bows up! Bleed!
That is most of them! Make sure the garrison stays under our control! I need to help the others!
I should check on Guthrum at the feast hall.
Side.
Did you see Alfred?
No, but your Saxon boys were ambushed. One day's wounded.
Hold these men back! I will find them!
Go, Eivor! They will look after us.
Hunwald, come! Get up! This is no time for weep wailing.
I cannot. And there is a blackness closing in around my eyes. It frightens me.
Forgive me, Humwald. I should have been quicker.
No. No.
Hunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Botolfston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
He will pull you to his breast, sob bright words of welcome, and tell you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My truest.
I will not leave his side, Eivor. I owe him that at least.
There was nothing more you could have done. Friendship has a hollow ring, if there is no threat of losing it. I should check on Guthrum at the feast hall.
Do not waste your efforts here. Go help the others.
Guthrum! I need you fighting with the rest! I will find a way in!
Attack us on our holy feast day! I'll keep the rat busy! Suffer!
You will regret this unholy interruption! Leave me be! I'm no threat to you!
They are weakened! Let us finish this!
I am Vili, if you would know. I am Vili, if you would know who cleaves lost.
These days defy our god and king!
Flank the idiot.
You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass!
Remain steadfast. Suffer!
Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts! You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass! Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts!
Feel strong.
These Danes defy our god and king!
That's it! They are fleeing! The last
of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won!
They are routed! The city is ours! Wessex will follow!
Guthrum Jarl, we're not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down! Defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here!
Guthrum, hear me! Soma is... She's gone.
Soma? Dead? She has gone to the endless feast, and is the better for it.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
I must speak to those still living. It is done, Brodir. You fought well.
I saw him, Eivor. In my darkest moment, Brodir stood beside me. And all was as it used to be. And then the battle ended. I feel him no longer.
There will be other battles.
Aye. And there you'll find me, Eivor. In amongst the blood and death. Brodir at my shoulder. Until the Valkyries claim me.
You have given me more than I would ever have asked for. How will I repay it?
Keep him in your thoughts. For when a man is mourned, his deeds cheered and his songs sung, he cannot die.
Do you think there will come a day when winning will not be enough?
Well, you can always fight with me if you want to taste crushing and loin-soiling defeat.
My very presence would make that impossible.
Enjoy this victory, Eivor, wherever it brings you. Only a coward thinks he'll live forever.
My thanks, Stowe. You came to my aid when you were free to turn away.
And still it breaks my heart to look upon what we've done today. Was it the right choice? I do not know. But it is done now.
If Alfred had his way, there would never be friendship between Norse and Saxon. You fought for peace. Be proud of that.
I wish I could. And in time, perhaps I will.
Erke, you wear a furrowed brow.
Stowe is taking matters hard. You know how sensitive he is.
A man of faith and stout morals. Small wonder he's tormented.
His support for you has taxed him hard. I will take him back to London. Maybe he will find some comfort there.
You are his comfort, Erke. Not the city you watch. He is in good hands. Lufina. Gods, I did not know. Is he...
Hush. What good can words do, Eivor? Keep to silence. He is gone. For what days I was given to spend with you. For each breath that carried your sweet whispers. I give thanks. No more. Your fingers in my hair. No more your arms around my waist. The days will be cold hereafter. All color dimmed. Goodbye, my only. My heart ends with you. What is left will go on.
Your first battle, Elorich. You fought well, and with honor.
Is this the glory you deign seek? You can keep it. I saw Hunwald die, the light dim in his eyes. That could have been me.
You will never be the same, but you'll be stronger for it.
I have wasted so much time in pouting like a child. No more, Eivor. No more.
My heart is heavy.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
Yes, there is nothing more to say.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died. And now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now till the end of days. And to your warrior, husband, and friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it. And to Hunwald, whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead. Our fallen warriors. And speed them to their end. Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not suit you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I have made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such faith in it, a plain, unadorned thing. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. A feeling strange and powerful, but gone in an instant. I have not felt its like before.
What will you do now?
Whatever I must do. England is my final home, Eivor. And I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
Golden weather and molten wet woodset and woolen.
I'm honored to see you, Eivor. Eivor?
Swanborough,
No. Gods, no. Don't say it, please, Eivor. Don't say it.
I am sorry.
Oh! My own one. No. My poor swan. Oh, gods.
He fought bravely and turned the tide to secure a victory. Your dear Hunwald died a hero, and will be so remembered.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to hear such praise from your lips. Thank you, Eivor. Thank you.
He walks among warriors now.
Yes. The lucky man. I imagine he does.
I know words are a poor salve for a wounded heart. I'll leave you to mourn, and know that we're here for you. Always, should you need us. Go, my eyes.
something for you. A message. Quite strange.
Something for me. What is it?
A letter, requesting your presence in the southwest. A village called Athelney.
Nothing strange about a summons for me, is there?
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender. The letter is signed a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Ah, a mysterious partner.
For a short time I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets. He seemed the most likely man, for a time.
Only one way to discover the truth. Thank you, Hytham. I'll take care of this.
Nice to see.
Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the Kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
Rest then. You have earned it.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it. I want to see the Alliance map. I should